You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? We are so here. Ladies and gentlemen, what's goody? It's your boy, So Cole. You can also call me OSK. Either it's gonna convey the same way. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This time, we continue in the ranking series. Yes, we are here. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I ain't gonna cap you down. I didn't think we was gonna do wide receivers. All right, I didn't think we was gonna make it this far. Simply because the quarterback was an absolute banger, and I ain't gonna lie. I can tell you I don't care about running backs. So I was like, man, do I even? Is it even worth it? But I was like, bro, might as well continue the series. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna do that. We're gonna do exactly that. And I think wide receivers carry more aura than running backs. Let's be honest, right? Like, because you look at the likes of a Derrick Henry, you look at the likes of, a Saquon Barkley, they pretty much the antithesis. That ain't even the word, bro, is it? They are the epitome. They are max aura, right? With wide receivers, we're looking at like banger after banger after banger after banger, right? So that's why I think we need to go ahead and do this one, right? Because it's going to outweigh that of running backs. But before we begin, y'all already know I got to say, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave some suggestions down below of what you want to see next, what position you want to see next. Maybe just cut the positions out. Should we react to some more players? Y'all let me know. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and get into it. I don't want to waste too much of y'all time. You don't want to waste too much of mine. I don't even know what that means, but I'm one of a kind. Let's get it. Starting off with number 1, Chris Olave. If Chris Olave wasn't the Derrick Rose of the NFL, we'd be having different conversations. I can't even say Derrick Rose. I feel like that's not fair because Chris Olave ain't never been, the best at his position. But he is talented. He's young and talented. I have a soft spot for the Saints. I have a soft spot for almost every team except the Jaguars, right? And we'll get to them. Nonetheless, bro, Chris Olave, I feel like if you weren't injury prone, I'm looking at A tier. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. But Chris, I'm gonna have to dock you a little bit, bro. Stay healthy, bro. You don't have to just be, fragile. You glass bones and paper skins. You feel me? We not doing that anymore. It's big 2025 going to 2026, bro. Heal your body up. Get into one of those hyperbolic time chambers. Drake London. All right. Drake London came in and immediately, in my opinion, right, in my humble opinion, out-oured Kyle Pitts, bro. And you cannot tell me otherwise. Drake London is peak aura at the position of, making those plays off the ball for Atlanta, okay? Now, again, that is very important here. When we're looking at overall scope of wide receivers, little to none, respectfully, but you have the aura in Atlanta. You are one of the few bright spots, and you're young. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you that. So Drake London in Atlanta, congratulations. You have yourselves a C-tier player. Everybody give it up for Atlanta. Give it up for Atlanta. I know they did something right. Anyway, let's continue. Y'all bear with me, right? Because I'm gonna have a hard time reading this one. McMillan. All right, Mr. McMillan, you fresh off in the league. You a fresh face. I heard you have a really good 40 time though. You know what I'm saying? Now, I had to admit, wide receiver aura is earned, not given, okay? All right, so just looking at the slate of people ahead of us, it's gonna be hard for me to justify putting you above a lot of these guys at this position because we're ranking, I don't think I mentioned this, wide receiver 1. And based on this tier list, they saying you wide receiver 1. Don't know how accurate that is, okay? But keep in mind, you still young. I can't put you in F tier, but I gotta put you D because I'm not too familiar with your game. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just not. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Mike Evans, one of the most consistent wide receivers historically, recently, all of the above that I've ever seen. Mike Evans be balling. He gonna get that 1,000-yard reception season. He out here breaking records, etc., etc. Mike Evans be balling, man. I gotta give you credit for that. Mike Evans is a smooth criminal, man. He be out there going crazy on the field. We have to admit it. And I feel like he's a quiet stat sheet stuffer. I feel like he's a quiet stat sheet stuffer, right? Because Mike Evans will go out there, you like, bro, how is he even How is he doing this every season? How? How is he doing this every season when we ain't heard of not one like insane highlight play for Mike Evans? Mike Evans respectfully needs respect, okay? But because he does not have as much respect as some of his peers, I can only max him out at A. You may argue talent-wise he is an S-tier player, but I have to dock him just a little bit because Mike Evans' name does not ring bells, unfortunately. I don't know why it doesn't ring bells. I would hate to guard Mike Evans, but who am I? Nonetheless, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, that's how you say it. Detroit. I love Detroit football, man. They be balling. Detroit in general, like I just love their sports because like they always gritty. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pistons. St. Brown, bro, I swear it's like every time I turn on my TV and the Lions are playing, St. Brown is going crazy. Okay? So I gotta give you that. Being in Detroit, if you was in Detroit 5 years ago, you probably would have lost aura, but being in Detroit right now, you're getting boosted off your aura. So shout out to you. Excuse me. And I hope I'm not speeding through these too much, but I really want to condense the videos as much as possible with the tier ranks so they'd be more than a half an hour. Nonetheless, argue with your mama if you disagree. Mr. St. Brown, I gotta also put you A tier. All right? This is wide receiver 1. Anyways, Justin Jefferson, renowned to some, if not all, as the best receiver in the league right now. Me personally, we'll get to who I believe is the best receiver in the league. Jay Jettas, man, there's not much I have to say. Jay Jettas got the youth on lock right now. He got the wide receiver 1 spot on lock right now. The Lions absolutely adore and love that man. Like, Jay Jettas is that guy. I would say, hard carrying NFL aura right now. Justin Jefferson, you know, barring the Patrick Mahomes of the world, some of those top-notch quarterbacks, I guess. Actually, I don't even know. Could you can make the argument that Justin Jefferson is a more popular player than 30 out of 32 of the starting quarterbacks in the NFL. That alone, he's going S tier, top of S. I'm gonna be real, although like I said, I'm gonna get to who I believe is the better receiver as far as talent is right now. Justin Jefferson, I do not believe is being dethroned for the most aura at this position. So if you came to this video in hopes that somebody was gonna out-aura Justin Jefferson, I got news for you, buddy. Name 'em. Anyways, Jayden Reed, starting wide receiver 1 apparently for the Green Bay Packers. So we got the duo of Jayden Reed and Jordan Love right now. Jayden Reed, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. You ain't got the same name as your peers, bro. I'm like, you feel me? You coming into the shadows of Devontae Adams, basically. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, let's produce. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you ain't a good, talented wide receiver by no means. To be wide receiver 1, that basically means you are the best wide receiver on the roster. A lot of times. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not too familiar with Jayden Reed going out there going crazy. And before this video, I'm like, who is the wide receiver 1 for the Packers? It didn't stick out to me. So I'm gonna keep it a beam, Mr. Reed. Packers fans galore, you're gonna be hurt by this. He's going F tier. Say I don't know ball. I don't care. We're going off aura, and I am an auraologist. Okay, it's even on everything, and then it's me. Okay. So that's 1 and 2, and so I'm there. I had my degree. I got my degree. So you can't argue that. Nonetheless, DJ Moore, more like DJ Moore aura, more like DJ Moore wins, more like DJ Moore people should subscribe. Anyways, I feel like DJ Moore probably the emphasis of average aura, right? You ain't done nothing crazy, but you ain't a bum. You're not unrecognizable. I feel like people know who you are, and I'm gonna respect that. I'm gonna put you C tier. I love right now that we have essentially every tier. We have something that's kind of like the bar for it. DJ, you're gonna be a little bit beneath Drake London for right now. I think Drake London has potential to move up as well, so we put him on the watch list at the end of the video. But DJ, I'm comfortable with you being C tier. AJ Brown. In the tiny bite-sized pieces. Why did y'all give him the money? Why? This would be a tight for life. But no. I'm gonna go to the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm gonna be with Jalen Hurts. Oh, we have Devontae Smith now. Oh, look at this. We got Saquon Barkley. He likes to hurdle over people backwards. We have a really great defense. Do you see all the players we got from Georgia? Our entire defense is from Georgia. Nonetheless, this is who I believe is the best wide receiver in the league right now. He just got a Super Bowl ring. I think he stamped himself. Man, he always produces. I don't like to say it because I'm hurt, but AJ, congratulations. You are in S tier. You carried an aura. You left Tennessee, boost your stock. There was a conversation at one point in time, DK Metcalf for AJ Brown. Y'all are crazy. Nonetheless, scary Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin is going to be up there. I'm going to tell you why. When the Washington football team / Commanders were trash, it was always about Terry McLaurin and being on a good team and all these empty stats, this, that, and the third. No, bro, Terry been balling. He's still balling. Terry McLaurin is like that, bro. Argue with Shamami. Terry McLaurin, his name is Scary Terry. His name, I'm going to be real, I'm debating between S and A because I was just going to put him at A tier, but he has a nickname, Scary Terry. Okay? We don't mess with Scary Terry. And since your name is Scary Terry, congratulations, you going S tier. There's probably going to be receivers that are going to be in A tier that are considered better, but Scary Terry, off the name alone, bro. Jerry had a Ceedee Lamb. Hey, Ceedee Lamb, perhaps my favorite receiver in all of football, believe it or not. And I do not like the Cowboys, not one bit, but it's something about Ceedee Lamb, bro. Be out there hooping, bro. Be out there hooping. Y'all need to respect Ceedee, bro. Also, Ceedee Lamb is also very consistent. He had the whole thing at draft when he, took his girlfriend's phone away and was all like trying to be cool and stuff like that. Aura Farm, though. We got to respect the Aura Farm. Ceedee be out there really doing it. Okay. So, Ceedee, you are my favorite receiver. I will admit. But, and again, this is the argument I just said about Terry. There's going to be somebody that's lower than him. I got to put you A. I'm sorry. I have to put you A, bro. I don't want to put you A, but I can acknowledge that your aura isn't out exceeding the other people. Maybe Terry's, but I'm biased, okay? So relax. Nonetheless, Malik Nabers. Okay. What a dope last name, right? I ain't heard nobody named Nabers ever in my entire life, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? The closest thing to Nabers was Ned Flanders now. Regardless of that, Malik Nabers, bro, you young as well. You know what I'm saying? You was pretty decent last year, I have to admit it. And I would say you are the bright spot in New York. Ever since Saquon left, you are the bright spot in New York. So that's going to boost your aura up. You talented. And man, would I rather have you or Chris Olave on my team? I think I'd rather have you, bro. Malik Nabers, I'm going to respect it. I think you are the younger version, not in skill set, but in name of a Justin Jefferson. Meaning that I think that you could grow into an amazing aura player just off of the sheer name and swag alone. I'll put you at B tier though. I'll put you at B tier. You got time to grow. You got time to fall. But right now, B tier stands for ball. Let's keep it going. Puka Nacua. We're on a roll right now, bro. We are on an absolute roll. Puka Nacua is going up there too. Puka Nacua stepped on the scene and went crazy. It was unprecedented for someone as such to be balling like that, bro. We had not heard of anybody of Puka Nacua's background going absolutely crazy. So shout out to Puka for putting on. Shout out to you. Also, he out in LA. That boosts his aura a little bit. We got to admit it, right? We got to admit it. Hey. LA players be getting their aura boosted just off of that. You in a big market. Puka got to respect it. And if we're going in order, you go on top of B. You are now the face of B tier, bro. You got time to move up too. But right now, I'm put you at B tier. I'm playing cool. Jaxon Smith. shout out to you too. Because you always been relevant, your name-wise. And it's crazy, as much as I've seen your name, I haven't heard a lot. But that's on me. That's on me as a viewer, as a fan, for not tapping into the play calls and all that good stuff. But I have to acknowledge that you have made a way for yourself name-wise. You young too, and you be out there hooping, bro. So shout out to you. I gotta respect it to an extent, but to the same extent, you are no St. Brown, okay? We everybody cannot don the hyphen in the name and ball the same. And y'all do play the same game in the same position. But I gotta put you at C tier, bro. Gotta put you at C tier. Respect it. Please don't hurt me. Anyways, Brandon Aiyuk, bro. I don't know, bro. It's something about you, bro. Like, you was hooping, you be balling. I think we had to acknowledge that, right? He's a hooper. But like, it's something about Mr. Aiyuk, bro, that just really hurts. I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it. Okay. You have the fortune, of course, of being wide receiver 1, and you're not trash. So I'm gonna have to give you a couple of bits and pieces of credit there. I would say you're better than the guys there in C tier. You about to step into a role of essentially like I said, you're wide receiver 1, but I mean, is it just you? Nah, but nonetheless, bro, I'm gonna put you at B tier. I'm gonna put you at the bottom because I think Malik Nabers is slowly out-ordering you already. But I don't think you will leave in B tier, bro. I'm respecting. Marvin Harrison Jr, not senior. You came into the league with B tier aura, and then you played like C to D tier aura. With that being said, right? You still young. You got time to grow. You a junior. We know who Marvin Harrison Sr. is. If you don't, Marvin Harrison. But please bear with me. You gotta be C tier. You gotta be C. I could have knocked you further. But you stay relevant even through dark times. So, you know what I'm saying? Good job keeping your name alive. You really ain't got no choice. But I wouldn't call it like Nepo or anything. I'm just saying. Jamar Chase. There's an argument. Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. And I ain't gonna lie. Discourse online be like, man, Jamar Chase. Y'all be surprised that people are putting Jamar Chase over Justin Jefferson. Or maybe y'all not because y'all the ones saying it. Me personally, I thought it was like day and night fan-wise of who they thought was better. But no, y'all put on for Jamar. And Joe Shiesty, that's my dog. Joe Shiesty, of course, he's S-tier quarterback. I think he got an S-tier wide receiver with him. And if I'm ranking it off of in order aura, former teammates, y'all 1A and 1B, honestly. Y'all right there. If Jamar Chase had brighter colored jerseys, we'd be talking to him like we'd be. But you see, I thought I would. Oh my! Next person, DK Metcalf. What a fall from grace. Last video, if you checked out the NBA video, we had the Kamoy player, right? That's the comeback. Comeback or man of the year. This man, DK, is fall off or man of the year. He is now the Famoy. Okay? DK is down here now. I'm sorry. The only aura DK carrying is that he be out there thumping and acting like George Pickens. And now he done took his place. Is he the new George Pickens of the Steelers? We'll find out. As of right now, bro, I'm sorry. You fell off. Your aura is not what it was. There were conversations of AJ Brown versus DK Metcalf at one point, and they were low-key lopsided towards DK. And look at where we're at now. It's a shame. Nonetheless, Zay Flowers, right? You talented, but you should be better. Because Lamar Jackson should not be having to deal with okay to good receivers. We need eliteness. Zay Flowers got a dope name though. I'll put you at top of C. Yeah. And you'll stay there. You can improve, but you're gonna stay at C tier. Xavier Worthy. Xavier, are you worthy of having high aura? You're apparently really, and I mean really fast, right? the young core in Kansas City is kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? I have to give y'all that. I just, just kind of wish you maybe play for a different team here and there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't your fault. You talented. Talent-wise, you're up there, honestly. I think you're very underrated. Still young, like I said. Aura-wise, kind of got it. I think Xavier Worthy is right below Malik Nabers and Aura. I'm saying it. I'm standing on it. I think he is. Call me crazy. Jakobi Meyers. Lad McConkey. This is very similar to our boy earlier that I couldn't pronounce his name, McMillan, where I didn't even know you were wide receiver one. And you look at the Chargers roster, I actually don't know how he's labeled wide receiver one in this scenario. I don't want to disrespect you because I'm not familiar with your game, but since I am unfamiliar with your game, how can I justify putting you above F? I just don't see a world where that would make a lot of sense. So, Mr. McConkey, I'm sorry, you are going F tier. Courtland Sutton. Not quite the fall off that DK had, right? But I remember Courtland Sutton was in some nasty conversations a few years ago about receivers. Good nasty, though. But Courtland Sutton has kind of fizzled out. Become a bit irrelevant. I'm sure from a Denver perspective, he's pretty relevant, but from a perspective of a casual, Courtland, I'm sorry, man, you gotta be top of C tier today. Gotta be top of C. Nico Collins. I don't want to give Nico respect. I don't want to give nobody in the AFC South respect except for one man. But Nico Collins is a hooper. He is a hooper. And, I feel like, bias aside, I like to see him play. I would. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate we got to play him twice a year. Nico, I'm going to respect it, though. I'm going to respect it. You keeping that organization alive to an extent. I don't think you have more than Zay Flowers, though. Respectfully. Brian Thomas. Don't keep it a bean with you, bro. I don't like the Jaguars. I don't like the way y'all wear them little weird colored jerseys. The city you in is dusty, okay? Your quarterback's overrated. He don't deserve the praise he gets. Travis Hunter is finna be an absolute draft bust, okay? These are things that's worth noting when we talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars. You guys lost to the Titans 3 times in one season, mind you, okay? Y'all only had 3 losses on that season. And one of those losses was in the conference championship game. How does that make you feel? And Mr. Thomas, you are now part of that organization. Sucks to be you, buddy. Welcome to F tier. Michael Pittman Jr. Michael Pittman Jr. is similar to Nico Collins in the sense that, like, bro, we got to play them folks twice a year, okay? If you haven't put in context clues by now, and you don't know who my favorite team is, I've just said they're in the AFC South, and I just dogged the last 2 wide receivers. This is number 3. However, got to acknowledge that he's a hooper. He's amazing, talented. But Mr. Pittman, I have come to inform you that your time is up, and my time is now. You are not ranking higher than C tier. I'm going to put you next to Nico. Congratulations. Calvin Ridley. Okay, this is going to be a difficult one. He is my wide receiver 1 for the Titans. It's just unfortunate that we historically don't know how to put people in place to throw these receivers the ball. We've had the likes of DeAndre Hopkins on our team, Julio Jones, AJ Brown, of course, and we just can't put it together with these receivers. Mr. Ridley, you are no exception. I'm sure you are very talented in your own right. You quite literally are, because we gave you a bag. Actually, I don't know. That's probably more on the Titans just being idiots. But I know the talent's there. It's just a shame that I had to knock you because your aura wasn't what it used to be. Bro, you got suspended for gambling. Jeez, how do you even do that? Bottom of C. Bottom of C. Khalil Shakir. How is this wide receiver 1? Am I tripping? I need to start watching more of these teams' games. Nonetheless, you have a dope name, sir. It's going to boost you. You're not an F tier as default of that, okay? Mr. Shakir, not Shakur. You up there in Buffalo balling, hooping, I would assume. You know, you were Josh Allen, so that's dope. But maybe you translate that to something. Take the wheels off, turn to what Stefon Diggs was supposed to be, which Stefon Diggs is what he was supposed to be, respectfully. But the point I'm making is, make a name for yourself, Mr. Shakir. Shakir will sell jerseys. I'm gonna put you at D tier though. I'll put you above rookie. Tyreek Hill. I mean, he was Justin Jefferson before Justin Jefferson as far as marketability and appeal to the kids. He was shorter, super fast. He's cheetah. But we know what she be on off the field. Honestly. But no, Tyreek Hill's name, one is dope and he's talented. Still rings bells. I'm gonna put you as tier. If I gotta put in order, I'll put you above Terry. I think the other three have more order than you as of right now. But I'm gonna respect the Tyreek, bro. I'm gonna put you as tier. I was just trolling, bro. Don't do that. Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson's a unique case. He's a baller. He's a hooper. All of the above. I admit it. I've always been a fan of Garrett Wilson. I feel like Garrett Wilson maybe just needs a little bit more consistency in his game, and we talking about an elite wide receiver. But you are not, okay? It's just not quite yet. You are an above average one, I would say that. But no, Garrett Wilson is dope. I think he has a decent amount of aura under his belt. I'm gonna respect that. Garrett Wilson, sir, congratulations. You can find yourself a comfortable spot below Mr. Aiyuk, and you are now B tier. Stefon Diggs. Yo, you've been tanking your aura recently, bro. You have been absolutely destroying it. The only thing you got going for you, Mr. Diggs, is that you are, in cahoots with Cardi B over there, right? But everything else, even surrounding her, is just not a good look for you. Mr. Diggs, you should be up there with S tier, but because of recent allegations, behavior, etc., your attitude apparently, nobody really looking for Stefon unless it's bad. You going A tier, bro. I'm gonna put you up. I can't even put you above CD. I can't. And last but not least, Judge Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, I feel like, should have more aura than what he does. But let's keep it real, bro. And you a Cleveland wide receiver 1. You a Cleveland wide receiver 1. I really hope that it's Shador that's the one that takes that QB1 spot. Because I would love to see Shador Sanders alongside, Jerry Jeudy. And then, of course, what's his name? He was just in the last video. Ohio State's running back. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But nonetheless, Jerry Jeudy, man. Oh, I think at your peak you was B tier. Right now, I got to put you D. I know. Y'all probably thinking, man, you think DJ Moore got more aura than Jerry? Yes, without a doubt. Anyways, that's it for the list. Again, let's see if we need to do any moving around. I'm gonna get back to y'all. Just give me no momentum. I've come to a conclusion. No, this is perfect. Look at that. From S tier down to F tier. Now, you could assume that the C is a bit overloaded, but I'm not putting Calvin Ridley much lower than that, okay? I refuse to. I already acknowledge that Michael Pittman and Nico got more aura than him. So, that's enough justice in itself. But Brian Thomas, you're staying F. You're staying F. As long as you wear that jersey, you're staying F. So good luck, buddy. But yeah, that'll do it for me today. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Of course, listening to your boy rant, as I always do. It's been an absolute pleasure. Please let me know where I got it wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and conclude everything here. As always, don't let anyone discourage you from greatness. Yours truly, my name is Osoko, and we are